Hello and welcome. Thank you for being here today. Magnificent, phenomenal, radiant you. I am grateful for your gift of time, energy, space to be here. So I say thank you. How do you know the difference between your skill, your strengths, your gifts, your talents? There's a lot of crossover and also many mixed messages that we get in our culture at large. There's a huge emphasis placed on what we accomplish, what we achieve, the success that we have. And there's nothing wrong with achievements, accomplishments, or success. I just want you to know that what's inside of you, what makes you phenomenally unique, is bigger than what you can accomplish. And while there may be crossover, your gift and your strength and your skills, your talents, there's something particularly special when we begin to dig deeper. So let's talk about this. I don't know about you, but I know when I was growing up, it was the generation of caring about, okay, who's the fastest, who's the biggest, who's the best, who can do X, Y, and Z, who can accomplish, so much. What have I earned? Where do I live? Where did I go to school? All of these things, which, again, I talked about this when we spoke about identity, who am I? But looking at gifts and talents, skills, strengths, there's a lot to unpack. So you may have a skill in something, and we develop our skills. Usually they're cultivated by our interest or by our desire or by innate ability. So you may be able to draw by just closing your eyes, having some kind of a pencil, paintbrush in your hand, and voila, there's something magnificent. Or you're able to put on a pair of slippers or barefoot, move according to rhythm, melody, in time. That's just phenomenal and magnificent. But what about the reason behind whatever gift you may possess? I use those examples because there's a lot of emphasis on what we deem as like that's a gift because it's tangible. It's either through art or through business endeavors or through something that people can recognize, athletics, through designing something that people can step into or visualize or see. But some gifts are deeper. And even if you have an outer talent, let me be more specific, talent or a skill to be able to do something, it's the intention that really makes it special. It's the you factor. What is your intention in displaying this, expressing this, utilizing this, showing this aspect of what's inside of you? And I know when I was growing up, I wanted to display, showcase any skill or talent so I could get a pat on the head. Like that felt really good. But can I tell you, pats on the head pale and are inferior to the true reason why we all have unique gifts and talents. It's not so that we can feel great about ourselves. It's not so that we can feel better than anyone else, which again is really toxic. And I spoke about that when I was sharing it in the flow course. But the reason, and when we tap into this reason that we have an ability to be able to, whether it's visible or not, share a part of ourselves, it's because we want to be connected and make impact upon this life, humanity as a whole. society as a whole, or maybe it's deeply between an individual. You're able to help someone come out of their shell. You're able to make someone feel respected and understood. And so our gifts and talents exceed our own ego, our own sense of, aren't I amazing? A true gift, a true talent is tied to, how do I enhance and elevate beyond myself, people around me? And maybe I'm doing that in very direct ways, or maybe it's abstract. And it's something that everyone can participate in if they so choose, or certain people can. And it may be more abstract, but it's definitely bigger than ourselves. Now that's not to say we won't find enjoyment out of it. And I want you to, of course, tap into that delight, that enjoyment, that flow of when we know we're expressing or offering what's inside of us for the good of those around us, that we're all connected. That takes some shifting. It's almost as though when we recognize strength is vulnerability. We're often taught strength is, no, it's brawn, it's what I can accomplish, it's what I can do. And that's great. But strength is also the heart. How do I open myself up? How do I let my vulnerability be seen in ways that are authentic? How do I demonstrate it's okay to fall down and eventually get back up? Or maybe ask for help to get back up. That those are strengths. So in the same vein of this inversion of perhaps vulnerability, authenticity can be strength, so too are these capacities within us to be able to go beyond what may seem doable or comfortable, because it is your unique gift. It's something that you just do, and that you just are, and that you just share because of your love for it, that is also tied to helping other people, to being connected in, again, direct ways or indirect ways. You don't have to like people. I hope you like people, because we are all connected. But whether you enjoy being in the space with people around, or whether you enjoy more your quiet time, there's still something inside of you, whether they're words on a page that you write, that allow people to take a journey and see beyond what's obvious. That is a true gift. It may be your ability to show patience and kindness or generosity. That is a gift. So how do we do this? How do we discover? How do we distinguish? Well, first of all, we slow down. We breathe. And we ask, because it is our desire to be shown, to be guided. And as we make space to even ask, to have a desire to know more, it will be revealed. Just like the old adage that says, when the student is ready, the teacher appears. That teacher is not necessarily a person, it's the experience. It's the unveiling. So I hope that you begin to ask some questions and go deeper about what's in you that's for others. What can you share and why? There's something special in you, and I want you to discover it. Thank you so much for your time today. I hope you have a radiant rest of your day. Thank you, magnificent, phenomenal, radiant you.